Welcome to the podcast. Today we're diving into a very important discussion on narcissistic abuse and its lasting impact, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a subject that deserves so much more attention, especially when it comes to how it erodes one's self-worth and reality.
So, from your perspective, why is narcissistic abuse so
Mm-hmm.
particularly damaging? It seems like it doesn't just hurt physically, but messes with the very core of who someone is.
Exactly. Narcissistic abuse isn't like a single incident of physical harm that, you can clearly label as wrong. It's an ongoing, pervasive attack on your sense of reality, making you question your own perceptions and even your sanity.
Right, and that gaslighting aspect where the victim is made to feel like they're the problem is just horrendous, isn't it?
Yeah,
It leads to a kind of complex PTSD that's really hard to shake off.
absolutely. That relentless inconsistency, where nothing ever seems stable, creates profound self doubt and anxiety. You end up always on edge and uncertain about your own feelings and memories.
Now, I've been thinking most abuse incidents have clear-cut boundaries, but narcissistic abuse seems to be ambient and
Hmm.
constant. It's like the rules keep changing, right?
Yes, exactly. Instead of a single, definable episode, the victim is living in a manipulated environment where every interaction could be a trigger, and the narcissist often appears charming to everyone else, which just compounds the isolation.
That isolation and compounded trauma make it even tougher. Survivors doubt even their own value. They question if they're too sensitive, or sometimes even if they're the narcissist. It's a vicious cycle,
Right,
isn't it?
definitely. And when people start therapy, I see a lot of profound self doubt, hypervigilance, and an intense need to please others because their boundaries were so deeply violated.
I get that. But if I may challenge one point, some might argue that self-doubt is just a normal part of relationships. How do you distinguish between normal insecurities and the manipulated self-doubt that comes from narcissistic abuse?
Yeah, that's a great question. It really comes down to the intensity and persistence. In narcissistic abuse, the doubt isn't fleeting, it's built up over time through relentless invalidation. The feelings become all encompassing, making it impossible for survivors to trust their own perceptions.
Got it. And part of what you do in therapy is help them reclaim their identity by learning to set healthy boundaries and validate their own experiences, right?
Exactly, absolutely. We work on reality testing, grieving the loss of the loved one they thought they had, and reconstructing a sense of self outside of the narcissist's narrative. It's about showing them that protecting yourself, setting boundaries, and yes, even going no contact, is not only necessary, but completely justified.
And that guilt, wow, it's almost like a trap set by the narcissist. Survivors carry that guilt even when protecting themselves, right?
Precisely. The guilt is weaponized, making them feel responsible for the narcissist's emotions. I always stress guilt is only appropriate when you genuinely have done something wrong. In cases of abuse, feeling guilty for taking care of yourself is a distorted message.
And in the end, it all circles back to healing. Even if it takes months or years, it's absolutely possible. Survivors can learn to trust themselves and build healthy relationships once again. Don't you agree?
Yeah, for sure. Without a doubt, the path can be challenging, but through validation, setting clear boundaries, and gathering external support, the transformation is truly possible.
For anyone out there who suspects they might be trapped in a narcissistic relationship, trust your feelings. If you're constantly walking on eggshells and questioning your every move, document what's happening and reach out for help.
Absolutely. Yes, listen to yourself. Keep records, lean on trusted friends or therapy, and remember, you're not responsible for fixing someone else's toxic behavior. Your priority is your own well being.
Thank you so much for sharing these invaluable insights. It truly empowers people to recognize their worth and start the healing journey.
Thank you for having me. Remember, healing is not only possible, it's your right. Take care of yourselves.